Hey guys, it's Gamer and I'm back with another video, and today it's going to be a little different. I thought, why not do a discussion video? I haven't done one of these in a very long time, and I thought, you know, it's 2016, it's a new year, why not talk about something a little controversial in the community right now, and that being MC6. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, like 110% honesty is coming out right now. I don't know anything, okay? I've even asked Gameloft. Like, I've asked people in Gameloft, is MC6 in the works? Just tell me, like, if they're working on it. Just tell me. They don't want to say it. They don't want to tell me if it's not being worked on. They don't want to tell me if it is being worked on. So, no one knows anything, okay? Just want to point that out. Nothing's been announced. Nothing's been confirmed. Honestly, don't know what's going to be happening. But anyways, MC6 or MC5 is having a few more updates. Alright, I'm not exactly sure how many, but it's gonna have a few more updates. And from what I've heard, they are fantastic updates. Like, I think the community is really gonna be happy. Whatever you think of me, whatever I've said in the past updates, I've always been hyped about the updates. Some people don't agree with my hype or whatever. They think I'm lying or whatever. I'm flat out saying the next few updates, they're looking really good from what I just know already, okay? So just be ready for that, but after these few updates, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I mean, the content's going to be, like, done for MC5, I know that. But I don't know what's going to be happening, like, if they're going to talk about MC6 maybe in the summer and then release it in the fall, or maybe next year. Honestly, I don't know, or just not do it entirely. Or just leave it on hold, work on some other projects, but I honestly don't know. But I wanted to get this discussion going. I'm going to make this a super, like, collaborative video. Like, I want to talk to you guys. I'm going to try to reply to every single comment in this video. Just kind of get a discussion going in the comments just with all of you guys together and also, you know, with me. So, let's talk about a few things. So, developer or, well, developers, Gameloft, but studio-wise, who would you like to see make MC6? Now, Bucharest is the one making, or has made MC5. They've done a fantastic job, in my opinion, with the amount of content. It's the most content they've ever done in Modern Combat, which is just great. And I personally love the content. Some people don't, but everyone has their own opinion. And then MC3, MC4, I'm not sure MC1 and 2. Is that also Montreal? I don't know. But MC3 and MC4 were both Montreal's games. Those were great games too. MC3 loved the freaking nuke, and like you ran like at the speed of like the Flash. So I mean, it was fun. It was very fast. Had great guns. Prototype's my favorite Modern Combat game or gun of all time. So definitely that game's great. MC4 is a little bit slower. I mean, the running speed like slower. The maps I think were great. I like the maps. They were definitely a little bit bigger. Military support I also liked a lot in MC4. And the game just kind of felt different. Like it was a good game. So each game has like kind of pros and cons, of course. I'm not going to go over all those. We could probably talk about that in another discussion video if you'd like, but the pros and cons of different Modern Combat games. But there's that. So what studio would you guys like to see? I personally, I know some of you guys would probably want to hear my opinion as well. But I personally wouldn't mind. Like, Bucharest done a fantastic job with MC5. They've done nothing to show me otherwise, you know, that they've done, like, a good job. Like, they've just sold it. Like, it's good. Montreal, I like their games, too. So, I mean, I really wouldn't mind who would take up, you know, MC6. It would be interesting to see, you know, maybe what Montreal's kind of learned over the years. Because I think MC4 was like a gap of 2 years, and every other Modern Combat was like a year gap, I think. So it'll be interesting if Montreal comes back and they kind of learn from stuff. And now we have like the iPad Pro and everything. So I mean, just devices are really, really fast and stuff. So that's great. Next up, a little bit touchy subject. Mobile gaming, I've noticed, is going down this road of free-to-play. And free-to-play is not bad if it's done correctly. Now, I know MC5, some people are a little bit, you know, just upset. It was paid, and then they kind of made it free-to-play. That's a business standpoint, guys. It has nothing to do about the community. Like, it's a business thing. They needed money. They did it. Okay, they had to make the switch, and it made a lot more, you know, than it was paid. So, you know, that's that. I know people don't like energy systems. There's a lot of that in many games. There are some games that are coming out that are saying like they're coming out like officially, like we're not going to be pay to win, or we're not going to be like all this stuff as a free-to-play game. You know, like Critical Ops, they've come out and said that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's great. It's good to see that games are doing that. I hope games in the future will do that as well, and companies will do that. But like the Game Loft could do a few things. They could make it a paid game. MC6, they could just increase the amount of money. The problem is that people on mobile want stuff for free. That's what I'm noticing. So, I mean, Game Loft could put the game at $7 like they usually do with Modern Combat, or they can maybe put it up to like 20, because like a console game's like 60. So, I mean, you could put a mobile game, I guess, at 20 if it's worth it, like if it's really, really good, and then just have, just that's it, and then the game's like there, and then they just pushed out content. Or they could do it free to play. They could do it that way. They could make it free to play, make a lot of people get their hands on it, have an energy system, except have an in-app thing like for $20. You buy that, and then that'll basically take off ads, it'll take off free to play, and they could do that. They can make it like a premium game that way. So it's kind of like a mix. And then the free to play people, they can still play, but they'll just have energy and ads, you know. So that could be one thing. Also, that comes to mind with DLC. So DLC, I mean, it could be free, or they could be paid DLC. It could be like some sort of season pass like they do. Like, it'd just be, like, I think it'd be great if they did free to play, and then a $20 or $15, whatever, in-app thing to make it no ads, no energy, and it'll be just like a premium game that way. And then have DLC. I guess you could do it, I don't know. I guess you could pay like, I don't know, $5 per DLC, which has like a few maps and something else, or I don't know. I'm just thinking of stuff, but Call of Duty is a great like thing. Like it's a great method. Like they release the game $60, and then they release like DLC $15 each. But and then if you have a season pass, it's like $50. You have all the DLC, you know, the entire year. So that's one thing. And then the last thing I want to talk about was what kind of era would you like to see this game? Would you like to see a more futuristic modern combat? I know it's kind of funny to say that, but like, would you like to see a futuristic, maybe jetpacks, I don't know, like exos, or like you would like to see like in the past maybe a more modern, or like, I don't know, something like World War II, you know, in the past, or just something just entirely like modern. Like, what would you guys like to see? I love future stuff. I love it. Now, there have, you know, been times where I don't like futuristic stuff, like Advanced Warfare. That's Call of Duty title I will never play again. But like Black Ops 3, for instance, very futuristic. I love it. I love that game. The whole unknown, you know, just intrigues me. So that would definitely be interesting. And a modern game would, you know, be interesting too. But just let me know what you guys think. Put down in the comments. I'll reply to as many as I can. And this little interesting video. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.